Welcome, Grace, to the program. I'm so thrilled that you are here today to talk about you and who you are, what you've done in your life, all the things that have made you what you are today, the person, the woman that's in front of me. Just want to get into a few things. First off, you have family, children, sons, daughters, grandchildren. Can you tell me about them?
I can. Well, I have 4 sons, no daughters, which led into grandchildren, which led into great-grandchildren.
Okay.
I am very close to my sons, and my youngest one is Chris. He's a little like me. He's very sensitive. He's my baby.
He's your baby.
Of course, he's in his 50s now, but he's still my baby.
Yeah, sure.
And then I have my son, Scott. I started with my youngest, and the next one is Scott. Oh, what he is just a special son. I mean,
My goodness.
he's there to shovel my snow,
Yeah.
cut my grass. He's there for whatever I need, and he just can't do enough for me. Then there's the third son. He's been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
Oh my goodness.
And it kills me, you know?
Sure.
It just breaks my heart. I want him to, and he does know that I'm there for him, you know?
Right.
And why not? That's what a mother does.
Yeah. How far along?
Well, he's been diagnosed maybe about 2 years ago.
Wow.
But he still takes
around?
care of himself. He lives alone. He lives alone. And he takes care of himself. Takes him all day to get dressed. He does it, you know. But I'm there if he needs me. And so that's the extent of my children.
Grandchildren?
Grandchildren. Well, let me count them now. Wait, I have.
Okay.
It's getting in there. I have, let's see, 2. My oldest son has 2. The next one has 2, and then the following one has 2. They each have 2 except the baby. He doesn't have any children.
He doesn't have any children yet.
Right.
Okay.
Him and his wife have 2 white boxers, and let me tell you, they are their children.
Children.
They go with them everywhere possible they can take them. So I have 6 grandchildren. Should I go into the great children?
Oh my goodness, I want you to go all the way.
Here we go. Okay, I have, let me see. Takes a little while. Now Dave, he has 2 daughters. Now the one has 1 child and the other one has 6. So that's, she always wanted 8 children. Well, she's stopping at 6. Well, she stopped at 6. So that's 7. Wow. And then there's John, there's Scott. He has 2 children, and the one has 2 and the other one has 3 because he adopted 1. So we're at 12.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations!
12 great grandchildren.
Christmases and Thanksgivings must be a huge
costly.
Oh, I'm sure. So whoever's the cook gets the.
Well, I'm not the cook anymore.
No, you've done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that takes care of that, you know, and
it's a beautiful family. You've started a legacy by bringing children into the world.
And I'm keeping the name alive.
Exactly. With 4 boys, yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Grace, when you think back to your childhood, what is the very first memory that comes to mind? What did the world sound like, look like, smell like, whatever? What's your very first memory?
You might find this hard to believe, but I remember my mother changing my diaper on the linoleum floor in the kitchen.
Well, how old could you have?
I couldn't have been very old, but I remember that.
You remember having your diaper changed?
I absolutely remember that.
That is astonishing. Seriously, that you. Okay. Alrighty then.
And honestly, you know.
Yeah, and from there on,
that's as far back as I can go. I don't remember the womb.
You don't remember the womb. Okay, well, yeah, I hope not. You would definitely not be sitting here. You would be studied by scientists from now to the end of time. But from there on, then anything else that leads into that, the most...
I also remember when I was a very little girl, I might have been maybe 2 or 3. Okay. Our neighbors got a puppy, and there was a fence between our yard. And my sisters were all out there at the fence looking at the puppy, and my older sister wouldn't make room for me, so I went in and told my mother. She says, well, I can't say this.
Why?
You know what? Am I still on?
Yeah.
She says, go out and bite her on the ass. I did.
I really think that's very appropriate for this, okay?
I did. That's what I did, and she moved.
And she moved?
Yeah,
okay.
she moved. And then I remember as the years went on, gradually, I used to play with all the neighbors' children, and play with my dolls. And
Yeah. Did you go to school here in Berks County?
I did go to school. I went to St. Peter's.
St. Peter's,
Yes.
okay. But you're not originally from Berks County.
No.
Where are you from?
Schuylkill County.
Schuylkill County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, isn't that a shame?
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry you had to know.
I really do like Berks County, and I have enjoyed it with my older years. And I was still young though when we moved to Berks County, and
I love Berks County. And I'm not from here. I just something about Berks.
Things have been changing, and I remember when they had the fairs.
The Reading Fair?
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
remember that?
That was a big thing.
The fairgrounds.
Oh my goodness. And
it's kind of went to nothing.
And there were so many things to do. They had the parks, and where the children could play. They still have things like that, but it's not like the parks that we had.
No, no, those days are gone. There's a lot of changes that...
It does.
No, look at what's going on with the Berkshire Mall.
I was just thinking that as I came over here.
Yeah, all that's going on with that, and we're going to lose it. They're going to knock it down.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
It is. That.
I remember the mom and pop stores,
Woolworths, downtown.
Oh my goodness.
Pomeroy's.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All those I remember too.
My girlfriend and I, we used to go down to Pomeroy's to ride the escalator.
Imagine that being fun these days. That was fun to us.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then my girlfriend was playing with the typewriter, so the woman the store detective more or less scolded her for that,
Really? Yeah.
That she shouldn't be doing that.
Being able to go down Penn Street and, I came here in the 70s. You didn't really need a car. I lived on South 4th Street, 300 block of South 4th Street. You could go get a haircut over here, get your bread down at ATV, go over here and get your groceries. You literally could walk everywhere.
Absolutely.
And get whatever you needed.
There was a store in just about every corner.
Every corner.
I mean, if you wanted candy, you went to the store. The store close to you. The big store markets, there weren't all that many that there are now. There was the Acme down on Penn Street.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
That's all gone. You wouldn't dare take a trip down 4th Street, 5th Street, walking around. You're taking your life in your own hands.
Well, I was a teenager at the time, and my best friend at the time, she lived 2 doors away from me,
Yeah.
And we did a lot of things together. And we used to go window shopping. We called it window shopping.
Yeah.
All these stores would have big windows where they had the dummies all dressed up, the mannequins.
Mannequins, yeah.
And all dressed up.
The Christmas displays they did.
Especially at Pomeroy's, in the window.
Yes, Pomeroy's went all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goodness.
We'd go window shopping.
Yeah.
We used to enjoy that.
Were you old enough young enough to remember the train?
Oh, I remember the train.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I never got to experience that.
I remember the train.
Yeah.
I used to take the train up to Pottsville to see my dad.
Did you? Mm-hmm. They're talking about trying to bring that back, but I don't know. They've been talking about that for years.
I don't think it's going to be beneficial to do it, to go like for work and things like that, like they do in Philly,
Right.
I know they did. I don't know if they still have it. They had a train that would go up to Jim Thorpe, that you could take,
they still do.
Well, we did that already, since I'm older now, of course.
Right. Yeah, Alex and I have done a bunch of those. Strausstown, the one down in Boyertown.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah. And they're great. I love them. It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
But those days are over, Grace. We're living in a whole different time.
I know we are, and I don't like it.
It's
I don't like change. It's hard. It's hard.
Right.
I mean, everybody has their memories, no matter what decade they were born in or anything like that. I have fond memories of my childhood.
You could play in the street. You could get on your bicycle.
We would play hide and seek at nighttime.
For me, I get on my bicycle first thing in the morning and be gone until dusk at night, coming home. My whole day on my bicycle.
Yeah, and I could do that too with my bike, and I didn't have to have anybody with me. I could make a day of it. I just enjoyed it. And roller skating, they had those skates that clamped onto your shoes, We used to do roller skating. We'd be a bunch of us, but two of us would get together on this one block. One would go one direction, the other direction, and whoever got back first was the winner. Oh yeah, there were so many things you could do that didn't cost any money.
Yeah, free. These days. What do you think's the number one killer of the generation right now? What do you think's the biggest thing that is going to affect this generation long term? You have any ideas?
Well, I think the drug situation, that's horrible.
It is horrible.
It's gotten horrible.
Well,
we didn't hear about that when we were growing up.
No.
I mean, if you smoked a real cigarette, that was a crime.
That was huge.
Oh my goodness.
That was huge.
Boy, you're
going
not getting
to
out
jail,
of the house for a month.
And you're definitely not going to be accepted into heaven.
Oh, yeah, right.
You just blew your hall pass.
Oh, boy. But, I never got to be a smoker.
No.
And I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because some of my friends smoked,
Yeah.
And I wanted to smoke.
Why didn't you?
I would get sick. They'd make me sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
So I never got to be a smoker.
Good.
No, got to be a drinker. I mean, today the young people, they're going to go to the club, they're going to hang out at the club, they're going to do this. We didn't have that back then.
No, we did not. Thank God.
No, we didn't.
Thank God. I think for me, and see if you agree with this, I think it's that thing we carry around with us all the time, that thing called the phone.
Oh, my word.
And how technology has got kids wrapped around their finger.
Oh, my.
Wrapped around its finger.
Yeah, the phone.
The phone.
When I first got my first cell phone, I got it because I worked with Griswold in case they would need me,
Right.
and I wasn't at home.
Question. What was the most challenging day of your life? And how did you find the strength to get through it?
I think when my mother passed away.
Okay.
I had a very difficult time with that. I don't deal with death well.
No.
I mean, I just don't.
I don't know too many people that do deal with death very well. I mean, how do you do that?
Some do, but I just don't. I'm a very compassionate person to begin with. I get close to people.
Yeah.
And that can be hurtful too,
Right. So you lost your mom.
That to me, right.
That was huge.
My dad. I lost my dad. That was very hard. It's my rock. Oh. He was my strength at that time.
How old were you?
27.
27,
Yeah. He worked in the coal mines and died from from black lung disease.
Black lung. Wow. How'd your mom die?
She died from congestive heart failure. She was 72.
So you knew it was coming, you just didn't know when.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry for you.
They're your parents,
But how'd you get through it?
Well, and at that time in my life, I wasn't as familiar with God at that point because I know had I been, He would have helped. I got through it. I mean, but I think He had a lot to do with it, even though I didn't realize it.
But you made it.
I still don't take it well, no matter who it is.
No. Do you think of them?
I do, a lot. Mm-hmm.
Do you? I'm sure that's how your boys are going to feel about you when that happens. When the day comes, inevitable day comes, where we all.
It will hurt. They'll hurt. I know they will.
You've seen a century of relationships. In your experience, what is the secret to a love and friendship that actually lasts a lifetime?
I think it was family. Family. I think parents have to set a good example for their children.
Right.
I really do. And it's not always the case. But, and I would like to say, there again, I would like to say God had helped that, But I wasn't at that point that I'm at now. But looking back, it all takes me back to God.
When you're 84, I mean, that's a lifetime.
Yeah.
So I know for me, as I get older, I start thinking about how much time I have left and how much I've lived. And I tell younger people about that, and they try to console me and tell me, you have no idea till you get here. So until you get here, don't tell me how it should or should not be.
Right.
This is the way I'm feeling. But as the time gets less and less,
Oh, yes.
how are you handling it?
Right.
How are you handling it?
How am I handling it?
Yes.
Oh, I have God to turn to. And I'll tell you what, because of him, I am the person I am today. I mean, when I was
Absolutely.
younger, I would throw a couple words around that shouldn't have been said. I don't do that anymore.
No.
That's very unbecoming of a woman, you know?
Well, yeah, but hey, it's called
it's
finding
not
your
the
way.
thing to do.
So you're prepared to
I
pass
like
on?
to think that I am.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm a sinner. We all are. I have a lot of faith in life today. You know, if I didn't have God in my life, who would I turn to? Who would I have to talk to?
Very good question.
And He listens. I know He does.
When people walk through our community years from now, what is the one thing you did or one value you stood for that you hope is still alive in Berks County when you're gone? When I asked this 102-year-old gentleman this question, you'll be surprised at what he said. You have lived through 20 different presidents and incredible changes. What is the one thing about the old world that you wish we hadn't lost? His response was John Kennedy.
Oh, the people thought the world of John Kennedy. When he was shot, when he was murdered, truck drivers were pulling over to the side of the road crying when they heard the news. I mean,
I remember.
It's like the world stopped moving.
I was in 5th grade. I remember.
Yeah, and it was on the news for days and days, and I'm talking all day.
I remember.
Yes.
24-hour round the clock coverage. You just kept going.
Yeah.
All the networks.
Yeah.
Which were 3 at that time.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I thought he was a good president.
When you're far from home, what is the one Berks County thing that you miss the most?
The Pennsylvania Dutch food.
Okay.
I grew to love Pennsylvania Dutch food, and my mother was Pennsylvania Dutch, and she taught me a lot of cooking, the things I cook.
Well, it's like you leave. Where can you get scrapple?
I know.
Where can you get scrapple?
Right.
It's here. It's locally. Or ring bologna.
I was just going to say ring bologna.
Yeah, ring bologna.
Yeah.
All those things that just they're not there. Like down south for me, it was collard greens where I came from. Collard greens and catfish and those things. Which collard greens are usually you don't find on a menu at a restaurant around here.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Haven't.
At what age did you have your first boyfriend?
I would say 15.
15?
Yeah.
Were you madly in love?
Oh, of course. Oh my gosh.
Who broke up with who?
Well, it never got too far, you know. I mean,
those days it was different.
That was a puppy love thing. My first serious one, I would say 16. That was my first love.
Still remember him?
He was my first love. Yeah.
Yeah. Ever think about him?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Comes to you. Do you know if he's still around?
He passed away.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was my first love.
And you're tracking him. You know he passed away, Grace. You're stalking him.
I didn't go to the viewing or anything.
No. But you knew he died.
I did. Yeah, it bothered me, you know.
Yeah, well, sure.
Yeah.
So your family, where did you meet your husband?
I met my husband on Penn Street.
Okay.
People used to go. They had cars. The young teenagers, you know, they had cars, and they'd go cruising up and down Penn Street. That's another thing, you know. People don't do that anymore.
No.
But they would cruise up and down Penn Street, you know, and maybe, you know, and we would be walking because people did walk on Penn Street. A lot of young people.
Right.
That was the thing back then. And people would maybe they'd say something up from their car, you know, like, oh, how about a date, you know, or stuff like that. You know, it was just a fun thing.
Right. It was.
And
it was innocuous.
We were walking down Penn Street, my girlfriend and I, and there was 4 these guys in a group, and they were down at, and I know right where they were. They were down at in front of Pomeroy's walking. You know, that was one thing. We just got making small talk. That's all. But what happened was another friend of mine. She had a grandmother that raised her that lived out in Lyons. She also knew a family that lived down in the Gilbertsville area, down in the Boyertown part. She wanted to go down and visit them. Of course, neither one of us drove.
Right.
I didn't have a driver's license then, and she didn't have nothing. We hitchhiked.
Hitchhiked back in the day.
Now, back then, so we hitchhiked down to Boyertown. We went to visit this family that she wanted to see, but from Boyertown, we had to get a ride to where this family was. And guys, you know, they drove around town and stuff. You did that back then, you know. That was the thing to do. And then
Like the Sunday drive.
he stopped and asked, did we want to ride? So he drove us out there. And then later on, him and his friend of his came back and picked us up.
Yeah.
And we got to talking. He asked for my phone number, and then he called me, and we started seeing each other.
Yeah.
Now, I met him in August. Now, this is going to be unbelievable. I met him in August. We got married in October.
Wow.
And it wasn't that we had to get married,
Okay.
but we wanted to. Yeah, and we're only 17 years old when we got married. His aunt gave us 6 weeks. We were married 54 years when he passed away.
Wow. 54 years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely.
17 years old. You know what I thought would be the hardest thing about being married?
What?
I would have to make the bed every day.
Okay.
I really thought that would be the worst thing.
That would be rough.
Make the bed every day.
Yeah, most 100% every time, right?
Yep. But he was a good husband, and he was a good father. And I don't say I raised my children. We both did. He helped. He raised them too.
Yeah.
He was every bit a part of their lives that I was.
And those are the good days.
Yep.
What did he pass away from?
You know, he went through depression. He went through a major depression. He just lost interest in anything. And he didn't go anywhere anymore, didn't do anything. He would just sit and watch TV. And the day came then when he saw everything there was on television. He just went to bed, and he wouldn't want to get out of bed anymore. And to make a long story short, he ended up in a nursing home. You know, once he went to the nursing home, he didn't want to come home.
No.
Because he could just lay and do
there
nothing.
all day. My goodness.
No
Talk
pressure.
about severe depression.
There were times when he wouldn't take the medication, and then I'd have to have a talk with him, you know, and try to talk him into, you have to take your medication, and then he would start, then maybe he'd stop. Well, he died from a heart attack is what he died from. He was
How recent? How long ago was that?
well, he's gone, actually, it might have been 71. He's been gone 13 years now. Okay. For the first time in my life, I had to fend for myself. I had no one to take care of me. I had to do it. I had to do everything he did, you know.
Right.
And that was a challenge. But, you know, I sat down and I made out a budget for myself.
Yeah.
And I stuck with that all this time. Of course, I was working when he passed away.
Yeah, I guess you had to because he wasn't working.
Right, right.
Somewhere the income had to come from somewhere.
Right. But I worked most of not all of our married life, but a lot of it.
And you said he helped with raising your children.
Right.
It wasn't just you.
Yeah.
It was a team.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Do you miss him?
I do, you know. After all these years, you know, sometimes I'm at home, and believe it or not, I get lonely. I get lonely.
Yeah.
I'm lonely. I'm a lonely woman. What could I say? You know, but I have my little Abby Rose, my little Chihuahua dog.
Oh, okay.
She is my baby, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Yeah.
And I think God created her just for me.
I'm with you. I have a cat. His name is Harley. He was a stray. I took him in. Actually, it was Debbie who said, it's going down to 17. It was November a year ago. It's going down to 17 tonight. He comes around our house and everybody else's, but he's going to freeze to death, so I had to. I couldn't live with that.
See?
So I took him in. This guy follows me around like a dog. I'll turn and talk to him, and he and I have a meow conversation back and forth. I'll say something to him, and he'll meow back at me. He's a talker. So, and my fish and my daughter, I'm happy. you know.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Plus
Yeah.
this, plus all that.
You know, and I can't say I'm not a happy person.
Yeah.
I am. I mean, you know,
Yeah, but there's something missing.
there is. There is. Like everything else, life goes on and you get through it. So,
If this video were a time capsule, open 50 years from now by your great-great-grandchildren, what is the one truth about your life that you would want them to know?
I would want them to know the very importance of family, if they haven't realized that already, and God. It all comes back to God. It does.
It does. I totally agree.
So I think I would say get to know your God if you don't already. And you know, there's so many young people that don't.
No, they don't even know they have no idea.
My oldest son breaks my heart. He doesn't believe in God. It kills me. It kills me.
Where do you think that came from?
Well, you know what? I think I will take responsibility because, you know, when I was young, but I'm not going to use that for an excuse. You know, I should have known better. I never brought up the issue of religion that much. You know.
Right.
And I mean, my other three boys, they believe. You know, they found their own way, I think, to be honest with you. And here he is, you know, with this debilitating disease. How does he has no one to talk to. I mean, he can talk to me, and he knows that all my boys, they know if they're bothered with something, they can always talk to me.
Right.
And they do.
Right.
But he thinks I should look further into this so I understand what he's going through. And you know what, Gary? I can't bring myself to do it. I can't bring myself to do it.
Why not?
It hurts.
Hurts.
It hurts
The
that
pain.
he has to go through this.
The pain. And you're powerless. There's nothing you can do
There isn't.
other than prayer.
And I pray for him, you know. I mean, he's not a bad person. He's good to old people, you know. And he isn't. He isn't a bad person. I don't know where he gets this from. He watches too much of that stuff on TV about aliens on Earth and blah blah blah. But I do take blame for that. And if I had my life to do over, what's the first thing I would do? I would bring my children to God.
Yep.
But I failed to do that, so I have to live with that.
So looking back, what is the one thing that people worry about today that doesn't really actually matter in the long run?
I think for me, I worry about how my children will get through all this rigmarole that's going on in this world today. What's becoming of our society? It's so much different than it ever was before. Maybe because I'm older and I understand more.
Look at artificial intelligence, AI, what's happening with that?
Oh my word.
We're in a whole different world, and
are.
you and I don't.
We are, and it's scary. I'm scared. It scares me.
We don't fit. We don't fit here. Not the way things are.
No,
I mean,
it's not like it. He's nothing like it used to be.
no, it's scary. So, what is that one thing that you would want people to remember, that not to worry about?
Well, I don't think they don't have to worry about their spouses or their lives together, their family. You know, they're a family unit. I think they have to worry about what's happening to our world.
So that's it. So,
Really, that is the biggest.
That's the ultimate, right? What is happening? Grace, do you think you got everything?
Yep.
Covered everything?
I could cover a lot more. I could be here for hours.
Okay.